Good morning. My name is Enrique Zamora. I'm the Chief Special Magistrate for the City of Miami Beach, and I will be hearing the cases this morning. I'm going to ask those of you who are going to be testifying this morning to please stand up to be sworn in.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sit down. Let's call the first case.
Thank you. The case number is number 4 on the agenda. That's SMA 2021-02651 at 1620 Bay Road.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Your name, please?
My name is Daniel, and the last name is Ettedgui, E-T-T-E-D-G-U-I. I'm the manager and co-owner of the property.
Okay. Let me hear from the city, and I'll give you a chance to respond, okay?
Of course. Thank you, sir.
City may proceed.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. William Alfonso with the City of Miami Beach Code Compliance Department. I am the custodian of records for this case. This case was issued back in April 5th of 2021 in regards to violation of Section 102-386 for not complying with the property owner's responsibility regarding legal, permissible transient rentals and occupancy, short-term rentals at a residential property. The violation was issued because the short-term rental was found to be valid in Unit 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have here Unit 1 from April 2nd to April 7th with no exact confirmation for the price. Unit 2 from April 3rd to April 11th with a total of $2,013.19. Unit 3 was April 4th through April 10th for a total of $1,600. It was a verbal agreement. And unit number 4, no booking dates or price provided. I do have some information that was obtained from the issuing officer. If you would care to look at some of the pictures, I can provide some to you as well.
I'd like for you to show the pictures to the gentleman first, and then you can please give them to Isabel. I have them? Let's see. I might have.
I don't have a copy of it.
I do have pictures here, so
do? Okay.
this might be what you are referring to, but they are pictures of
I see. It's the picture
screens, perhaps?
Advertisement.
Yeah. So that I understand, and the gentleman will understand, this is a violation of the advertising part of it. Is that correct?
It's a violation. It's for advertisement, but there was also verbal confirmation received by the issuing officer. I can read you the exact testimony or the notes that she wrote the day of the violation.
Okay, let me hear. So she went to the apartment and interviewed some tenants there? Is that what you're saying?
Correct, yes. I have here, she says, I was able to make contact, I'm sorry, I'll read the whole thing. So upon arrival to the property, I was able to make contact with individuals in Unit 1, 2, 3, and 4. All individuals booked via Airbnb.com and were staying in the units on a short-term transient basis. Information from apartment 1, occupant later identified the bill verbally confirming STR via Airbnb, but did not have a copy of the confirmation or knew the amount spent by the family had arrived, but the family had arrived last Friday, April 2nd, and due to depart April 7th. Apartment number 2 also confirmed Airbnb and sent me a copy of their booking info, which they arrived on Saturday, April 3rd, and due to depart Sunday, April 11th for a total of $2,013.19. Pretty much she goes on to describe the amount which was, set at the beginning of the violation for 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, now, is the city then seeking a fine for both advertising and also for the rental?
That would be 2 separate cases, right?
The 2 separate cases.
This is just for the transient.
The violation is for confirmation of an STR and/or advertising, so whether we find one or the other. If it's
but not both.
not both, it's not separate, it's one case, one violation.
One case only, and either one, but you have provided evidence as to both
This
advertising.
one is second offense. The first offense was given on March 19th of 2021.
And Your Honor, if I may, Yoey Lopez, City Attorney's Office, the violation cited here today is for units that are allowed to conduct short-term rental.
He doesn't have a
However,
BTR?
That is correct. So the violation is for not meeting those requirements. In order to meet those requirements, you would then obtain the BTR in order to conduct legally the short-term rental.
Okay, so it is, it's really lack of a BTR and not the fact that he is doing a short-term rental.
The BTR, which leads to the lack of meeting those requirements under the section 102-386.
Now, what is the city seeking in terms of fines in this case?
I believe this is the second offense, which carries a $5,000 fine.
Okay, and what happened during the first offense?
The first offense is a written warning,
And that was it?
yes.
Okay. Very well. Do you have any questions that you want to ask from the city? You may ask any questions before you start telling me the reasons that you're going to tell me. But do you have any questions?
I do have even the answer to the question, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
May I?
Please.
Good morning again, everyone. Not only the city is wrong, but I tried many times with the city to help them. Here's what happened, Your Honor. When we got our permit and ready to exercise and start to rent, we asked the city to give us an account in order for us to be able to pay the fee. That's all what it was. They give us the wrong account from the beginning. Here's the paper that I sent. I keep telling them, something is not right in your account. I'm paying every month. My CPA and my CFO is paying on time. We are fairly a large organization. We know we have lawyers and CPAs and stuff like that. And so when we communicate with them, for whatever reason that I absolutely cannot explain, they refuse to respond to our correspondent by telling them, you're giving us the wrong account, when we find out that they give us the wrong account. And so we kept paying them to the wrong account that they gave us. And so when we find out a few months later they're giving us the wrong account, we already had shown them in good faith that we paid another company which is exactly matching the account number that they give us. And then finally, when my lawyer and CFO very nicely called again the city and said, what's going on here? We never miss a payment in our life. What's going on? Where's the money? We find out that they gave us a letter telling us, oops, we gave you a wrong account. And here's the correct account, which we immediately pay the full amount to that correct account. And we're still fighting with the other account, which has nothing to do with them, but I understand it's their problem that they created, not us. With the other side trying to recoup that amount of money, which is a different matter. But the matter is, Your Honor, very simple. This is the letter that they give us with the wrong paper. And when we find out a few months later, a few weeks later, that, hey, you give us the wrong account. I even came here down on the first floor, knocking on the door, trying to talk to someone, said, do you see that you gave her the wrong account? The only lady, the front lady that double checks, she said, they did, we did, but you're gonna have to appeal. That's all what it is about. We never missed a day, Your Honor, to pay, never. And in fact, I have the proof that not only we paid entirely to their wrong account, we also paid them, of course, to the right account immediately when we find out that they, not us, they made a mistake. And I'm sure that they can agree that the account is totally correct, paid in time, now to the right account. I think that what we should get is an apology from them to create those nightmare of administration that I find, and I try to help them. They send me to hell downstairs when I came to tell them, you are sending us the wrong account. Here's the proof, and here's the proof of the money that was sent to the wrong account.
I do wear glasses, but I don't see this far. So I'm going to ask you to show the information
Of course.
to this
Your first
officer here.
letter,
please.
the wrong account, and I pinpoint, my CPA pinpoint the
You
information.
don't have the actual letter with you?
The what?
The actual letter that they gave you? Like this actual, the one you took a picture of here, you don't have this actual, so it's kind of hard to read there.
Well, it is coming from you, sir. I understand you want the original, and I'm going to look for C, but here's the proof that the money was sent to the wrong account that you gave us.
Can I submit it to?
Of course, of course.
Your
I have a
Would
copy
you
on my
show us
system.
show
Kenny,
us
may I
Mr. Lopez
review the
first?
documents? Thank you.
Of course. You want the original, I suppose. I understand.
Yes, you have it.
Well, I'm sure that you can see the copy of that in your system. That could not be more original than that.
And Your
And
Honor,
here's the
just for the
letter.
record, I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, this is the first time that we've seen any of these documents.
I understand, I understand.
There's 4 different units, so each of one gets a different PTR. Maybe that's why they were paying the wrong account.
It was sent to you many times, that letter that you guys cannot find it. We had literally correspondence in a nice way. My office is 3-4 blocks away. I walked here very nicely one morning and I tried to resolve this matter in 2 seconds. I spoke with a gentleman named Goring, which I think is one of you inspector, if my memory serves me well, with the name. And he agreed. He said to me, oops, I'm sorry, in front of the building. But you have to appeal, he said. I said, what do you mean? You said it, you're sorry. You said you made a mistake, and you still want me to be in court.
And I
That's not what he
understand everything you're saying, but unfortunately, I don't believe the city attorney's office has reviewed or received any of those documents, and that's just what I'm
I
stating
understand.
on the record.
Well, Mr. Lopez, we could, if you want, continue the case so you have an opportunity to look into it.
That would be my request at this point, Your Honor, so we can have an opportunity to review the entire file.
Let me explain, you know, this is a big city, many different
I
departments.
understand.
Okay?
I understand. We're a big company also.
Okay,
We
so-
understand.
so,
We're here to help.
I want now the city attorney is gonna look at everything.
Excellent.
And hopefully, if he has any questions, you have any ways of contacting this gentleman?
Would you like my card again?
Yes,
With
before he
pleasure.
leaves, we will exchange information, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue the case at the city's request. The city's not ready, and next time I'll dismiss it, but maybe you can work something out. I don't have to, actually, you don't have to come back again.
I understand.
But otherwise, I'll see you again on November 1st.
Or not, if the city can clear this matter.
If the city works it out, you don't have to be here.
Of course, I understand.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you for
And
you.
I'm keeping this in the file. Is that okay with you?
Yes,
the
you
doc-
can have everything, it's copies, and I have all the papers in my
Thank you
system.
very, very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, lady. Thank you. May I leave?
Yes, you're free to leave. So Lopez, do you want the file, or you get it from?
I'll coordinate with Isabel to make copies.
Okay,
Thank you.
very well. Let's call the next case.
You know,
Say it again?
you want to continue with the,
Yeah, well, if we have service, we'll continue. I'm looking at number 1.
SMA 2017-00623 at 761 Euclid Avenue. That has companion case 5.
Okay.
Companion
I
case is
have,
SMC 2017-00516 at 761 Euclid Avenue.
These are
That's
two
number
separate
5.
violators, though.
They are? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the problem I have in looking at the first file. I don't see service. The petitioner had requested a continuance, and the case is, actually was continued to June 14th. See this order here, but anyhow, Isabel, I just don't see where we have service. Let me look at the next file.
Yeah, there's a correction here on this, because the first case, which is Special Master Case Number 00623 and code case ending in 01082,
Right,
the violator is not Yvonne Satori. That's the registration for the second case. This violator is Benito 85 LLC. Oh, wait, correction. That's, the 82 is Eva 93 LLC at First State Corp. That's the violator for this case.
Can you send me the information for that? So I
Yes.
could update the records?
Sure, I will send it to you.
so what are we doing in these two cases?
So, well, they're separate, two separate violators.
Okay,
They're not the same entity.
Okay.
The first violator is Eva 93 LLC, which I'm not sure if they received service for this case or not.
I don't have proof of service. It looks like, let me see here. No, I don't have proof of service in either one.
And the second one is Benito 83 LLC, care of Yvonne Sartori.
Do you have any pictures that the notice was posted?
Let me double check.
Because let me see here. And this one, wait a minute, I stand corrected. On my case ending in 623, I do have service, okay? Let me double check the next one, make sure. This second one, I actually just found, so this one, we're gonna need to post it, but since they are not related, we may proceed on the first case, the one, my case number 2017-00623. I
Yeah,
do
but
have
he says
service.
Yeah,
they are
who-
not related.
Who was that, who received service for that
Okay.
violation? Because,
Well, the signature is not readable and says COVID-19, so, you know,
and that one was sent to Eva 93 LLC?
let's see, this one was sent to Eva 93
Okay, that is
LLC.
the violator for that case.
Okay.
That is, I'm sorry?
That is the violator for the case. Eva 93 LLC at First State Corp.
Okay,
Okay,
right, that's, so I believe that we may proceed on this one.
okay, sir.
On the other one, then we're going to set it aside for service, okay? That's, so our case number 2017-00516 for 761 Euclid Avenue is going to be reset for November 1st. So, again, make the record clear, let's proceed on our case number 2017-00623 for 761 Euclid Avenue, number 6.
City of Miami Beach Co-Compliance Administrator Ken Varela. This case is, was issued for conducting short-term rental in a location where it's not, where it's prohibited and not allowed. This case was issued on 5/16/2017. These were, I'm the custodian of records for this case, Your Honor. The two officers that responded and inspected this case are no longer with this department. They're in another department now.
Okay,
But I do have their notes here, and if you want,
All
I'll
right.
read it into the record.
please, let's hear,
Upon their arrival at 11:21 a.m., I'm going to summarize. They received a complaint for short-term rental being conducted in the building at 761 Euclid Avenue. They witnessed various individuals going in and out of the building, and they attempted to make contact with units 4 and 5. They were unsuccessful, and they proceeded on to unit number 11, where they did make contact with a couple from Toronto that confirmed that they were renting from May 14th to May 6th and May 18th.
let me, I'm sorry to stop you, but
Sure.
you're talking about Unit 11. However, this notice of violation was issued to unit number 6.
Yeah, this violation was actually issued for various units. It was for units 6, 7, 9, 3, 6, 7, 9, and 11.
And they are all one violation?
Yes, this was issued to, I believe they were, if I confirm, they were owned by all the same individual.
Okay, I just, do we have anywhere in the actual violation, all the unit numbers that were, because what I'm looking at here just says number 6.
Yeah, it's in the case note, in the case note of the, let me go back here.
Okay, let's see. Okay, yes, I'm looking at it. All right, go ahead.
So they proceeded to Unit 11, where they made contact with a couple from Toronto, Canada, and then they confirmed that they were renting for, it's like 5 days, from the May 14th to the 18th, for a sum of $582. They informed a couple of the ordinance. The couple made contact. They made contact with their host, Paolo Montesi, via a Google video call. The host lived in Italy at the time, and they refunded the occupants' rental cost, and they set them up at the Shelley Hotel. Now, they also proceeded on to Units 9, where there were 2 German females inside, and they confirmed that they were also doing short-term rental from May 6th to the 14th.
And all these units are owned by the same entity?
To the entity that was EVA 93 LLC.
Okay,
And they paid a sum of $1,270.89. They also contacted their host as well, who was named Humberto. And he arrived at the location, and he set the occupants up at the National Hotel. Then they also confirmed in Unit 3, which were 2 females from Chile, who booked theirs through Booking.com for a sum of $480 from May 11th to the 16th. They also confirmed, in addition to Unit 6 and 7, were also occupied by other tenants. Unit 6 had a couple from Michigan who booked from May 14th to the 17th for $400. And both groups contacted Booking.com, and they were able to find new hotel reservation accommodations, and they vacated, all of the parties vacated the premises. They attended several times, made contact with the host for Unit 6 and 7, but there was no answer, and voicemails were left. They spoke with with Sylvia Escobar, who was the CCA at the time, and she asked for assistance from fire inspectors due to the building being run as a hotel. So they could proceed with their own inspection reference to fire code for short-term rental. Okay. The first offense was issued for it says here each unit, 11, 9, 3, 6, and 7. And then they departed the scene.
I still would be happier if all the units would be appearing on the notice of violation. But I understand what you're saying, that they're owned by the same person.
Well, I haven't confirmed that because I don't see the paperwork here, but let me just double check that so I could get it on the record as confirmation. Because there might be other cases as with the other one, because the other one that's scheduled for later on was for number 6. Number 7.
Well, if we have other cases, I think they all should be heard at the same time, though.
Yeah, this one is for number 6, I believe. Let me just double check.
But you see, if this is only on 6, I haven't heard anything regarding Unit 6.
Well, it says here that they did in these notes, and I'll phrase it here.
Your Honor, while he reviews that, may I step down just to take a
Yes.
look at the notice of violation?
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't have it with me. I think she has a copy of it, though. So, Your Honor, city requests continuance on all these cases for 761 Euclid Avenue pertaining to these units.
Okay? This is, again, I think that we should try to put them all together at the same time. So we continue this case as well to November 1st.
Okay.
And see if you can put them all together so we can get all the information at the same time. Anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank
All
you.
right, thank you very much.
Your Honor, that was on number 1. Now, if you take a look at number 5 on your calendar, it
Correct.
seems to be the same address.
Right?
Yeah, he says that it will
But
be
this- but
reset,
thi- but
that's
this-
reset to November 1.
But here, that says Unit 7.
That one specifically under Unit 7.
Okay, yes.
And what is the status that you have there? Because on my calendar, it says adjudication.
I have an order here signed by me continuing the case to June 14th. I don't see any order adjudicating the violation.
Could be a typo. I just wanted to clarify that before we
I
continue.
don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, the order that is coming up, as a matter of fact, there should be an order, reflecting that it was continued to today, which I don't see here. But I can tell you that why we need to resort to posting. Look at all the mail, receive, and return. So I think that for November 1st, I would like to get everything noticed via posting,
The only,
make sure that we have good service.
yeah, we only posted at the location where the violation took place because the registered agent is outside the city for these cases. We have, I
Oh,
believe,
But you can post on the door of the property.
correct,
Yeah, that's what I would like for November 1st hearing, okay?
posted at 761 Euclid.
Yes. And all the units, because it seems like at least we have 6 and 7 here, and you say that there might be other ones.
Yeah, I mean, there's notes there that do depict what took place in Unit 6 and 7, but when we hear it again on November 1st, we'll,
Okay,
We'll,
but let's make sure you get
focus
pictures
on
of the
that.
posting, so I have that in the files.
yes, sir.
Very well, thank you. Let's go on to the next one.
To number 2, SMA 2018-01527 at 1021 Euclid Avenue.
Okay. Once again, I am looking for service.
I believe this is the same owner of 761 Unit 7, sir. Which is,
The same owner?
I have it somewhere here. It's one of these.
This one is
Eva LLC?
shown that the owner is Yvonne Santori.
yeah, but the company is different. It's the same registered agent for the previous.
Okay, let me see
That we
something
rescheduled.
here. Well, I don't see, so I don't see service here either. What I have is that it was mailed, but I don't have anything attached to it showing that it was received. So I'm going to have to do the same thing in this case. I'm going to have it continue. And I would like to have notice posted for November 1st. So then we know for sure we have service. Next one I have here is number 3.
That's SMA 2021-02534 at 525 Lincoln Road.
Well, this one, I'm being asked to have it dismissed.
Yeah, Your Honor, the city's not going to continue with this case.
Okay, so let's reflect that at the city's request, this case is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I think that's it for the 10 o'clock, right?
Yes, we have one from Mr. Joey. Number 6, you said?
That's correct, Your Honor. We do have an order for number 6 on your calendar, STR 2020-73.
Okay, and I just don't know where number 6 is.
I do have a copy here, if
No,
Your
if
Honor
you
wishes.
have it, it's fine, but Isabel, I don't have the file here. No, and again, I don't have a problem with signing the agreed order, just so that you know that the file is not here. Okay, that's fine. All right, may I have the order? Okay, you want to put it on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. So here on violation case number CC 2020-9894, and that's special magistrate case number STR 2020-73. This is an agreement to modify the monetary fine between Aiton Binache on behalf of Linteras LLC. The parties acknowledge that there was a violation issued for petitioner's failure to adhere to the City of Miami Beach's BTR ordinance. The violation is hereby affirmed, and the petitioner is assessed a fine in the amount of $150.
Now, let me ask you this. This is a violation of short-term rental?
This is one of those, Your Honor, that they are allowed to conduct a short-term rental, however, they did not meet the requirements set
Because,
forth.
and I just wanted, because this might come up. For example, this one says at the end that if it's not paid within 90 days, the fine shall return to the original amount.
That is correct, Your Honor, and I am pulling up the violation. This was a second offense, which was the $5,000 after
Okay,
receiving
so-
the warning.
I just want to make sure that we don't get one, that the amount of the violation is no longer allowed,
Understood.
because then we have to change this, but otherwise, I'm signing the agreed order. Today is the 23rd of August. All right. And that concludes the 10 o'clock calendar. We'll take a break and restart at 11. Thank you.